Hello, it's me here. So yeah, I thought you didn't see me coming here this fucking soon, but yeah, I'm back. 2 years in a row, guys. Let's continue this shit. But yeah, so I told you I will be bringing back actual CS:GO in a week. So here it is, the first episode, returning CS:GO in a week. Help me, let's go. So first of all, let's talk about rankings. So if you talk about rankings, HLTV rankings, ESL ranking, Torrent's rankings, there's so many rankings. But honestly, there's only one ranking that matters, which is Torrent's, because he literally considered every fucking single factor, including the coaching bug and everything like that. So according to Torrent's ranking, Big, Vitality, G2, EG, they're in the top. And that's actually a good thing. Yeah. And Astralis, FaZe, which we probably thought would be in top 10, top 5 at least, not even top 10. They are nowhere near even top 10 spot of the whole situation. And this kind of bugs everybody. But whatever, it doesn't matter much. Let's focus on the main fucking factor, which is FaZe's roster change and Astralis' roster change. Astralis has kind of been on a roll since they left pretty much. First they hired Heroics, the real good player, which was Nico, and then they hire so many different people, and they try to make the five-man roster into a six-man roster, and they converted the six-man roster into a seven-man roster, and they converted the seven-man roster into I don't fucking know how many people they want. But seriously, Astralis been kind of a role, and they've been just letting their players rest, and it's kind of a good deal. And the latest acquisition was PUBG. PUBG is really like a lower class mid-range player, and he's been doing really good from last fucking. He's like a pub god, and recently he's been really on a roll. So hopefully this Astralis lineup, if they use him properly, could be a really good replacement for some additions of player whenever somebody gets injured or somebody doesn't want to play or take a little break. And this whole situation could be really good for Astralis and their development things. Now let's focus on FaZe, which is my favorite team, and I still hate that shit. So FaZe is just FaZe has been declining since forever, pretty much. Since the major, I would say. Since the major, before the major, that major. Yes, that major when they got destroyed by Cloud9. That major. Yes, FaZe been on a really downward spiral, and they've been just losing, and it's really not a big deal. It's really not a good thing, and I fucking hate that whole factor. But still, the situation's been really tough, and FaZe been trying, and recently Olaf wanted to take a break, and Olaf went by. Then Bymus came into the team. It was doing pretty good. Brocky has been fucking on fire. I love that kid. He's a new kid who's been trying really hard to make an impact on his, and like seeing him with all these legends like Kozera, Nico, and everybody. It's been kind of a really good eye-opening thing, because this guy is still holding his weight into the team, but just full of legends. But yeah, then Olaf wanted to take a break. Then Bymus come in. Bymus is a really good player, to be honest, but he moved to my Mouseport recently. And then FaZe hired. Guess who FaZe hired? Fucking Cagerbye. Cagerbye had the last 2 or 3 year stint in North, where he literally just loses. I genuinely don't know why would FaZe even hire him, but FaZe did hire him, and he is still a part of a team. And since this acquisition, FaZe has just been losing. And I don't know what to say about this situation, of course, but FaZe needs an in-game leader. Can we get a fucking hashtag over this shit? FaZe, fucking get an in-game leader for fuck's sake. And stop pressuring Nico into the position or Kozera into that position. They are fraggers, they are not in-game leaders, but nobody fucking listens to me. Okay, let's move on to another topic which don't really fucking piss my mind off whenever anybody talks about FaZe, because my mind just flashbacks into the fucking 2017 ESL major, in which 2017, 2018, I don't remember, whatever it was. FaZe was the Cloud9 finals, and I fucking crying in my bed at 3 a.m. because they fucking lost the match where they should have won. Let's continue. Then there's new ENS logo, not a big deal. You can see it over there. It's not a big deal. It's okay, whatever. But like maybe when they gets into like a fucking follow, it will be really good. Maybe. See. And then there is rise of all NCS. You probably see like recently the top 5 players. They've been just all NCS players, and it was top 5 teams. Vitality, Evil Geniuses, Heroic, Big, and even G2, they were like truly on top 5. Like nobody thought like a few years ago return of the Frenzy, yes, but I think it's back. Frenzy is on a fucking fire recently. It's actually a good thing. And then there was news of MIBR moving to EU, like in ESL online matches and everything. They moved to EU because of some personal reasons, mainly because our players wanted to like keep traveling in between in and out of the country, and if they stick in North America, it wouldn't be possible. Mainly because the players are from Brazil, and Brazil is a center of a pandemic right now. And then we talk about Perfect Ball Asia. This tournament is going to happen recently. There will be Chailu, Invictus, all the top Chinese teams, and then there will be some qualifiers from Oceania and Thailand and Singapore. Yes, whatever, not a big deal. Decent tournament, Tie 2, Tie 3, I would say. Tie 3. Tie 2, Tie 3 tournament, not a big deal. And then Guardian wants to return. That's a good news. I really want Guardian to return to this thing. Guardian left FaZe, and then he had a little stint in Navi. That was not that good. FaZe thing was okay. Kind of just kind of like a mismatch role in the past. But hopefully he returns, and he says he wants to return, so hopefully he'll be good. But I still remember the thing with which Guardian once said that he wants to retire with FaZe. And actually, I genuinely feel that way, and I hoped it happened, but it didn't, because I genuinely think if they won that major in 2017-2018, that was literally Guardian's moment to just retire and end it all in a perfectly good, healthy way, but it didn't happen. Then, for some good news, we have Henry G getting signed by Cloud9 as a general manager. Big up, actually. That's a really, really good thing. Henry G got signed by Cloud9 as general manager, and Kassad, his first acquisition is Kassad, the coach from Renegades and current 100 Thieves. He left 100 Thieves due to some issues with the players in the team, and he was a free agent for a while, and then Cloud9 decided to hire him with the help of Henry G. And trust me if I say this again and again, but Kassad Henry G could really form a really decent team, and hopefully this thing could work as well as I think it should. And then let's talk about Grim. Grim is coming to Liquid because Nitro left the team. They kicked him, I would say. He left, he retired, whatever you want to say, but yeah, in the end, Nitro led the team, and he even moved to Valorant for some reason, and now he's signed by 100 Thieves Valorant team with Hiko. 100 Thieves is also trying to reform their local Valorant team and try to make some starving packs and stuff like that over there. And if you talk about Valorant, there's also Chaos Steel. Steel has a really, really recent reign actually. From Chaos to everything, he's been really building up this whole team into kind of like a monster from like nothing, literally. And it's actually a really big thing and really big deal. Like Steel has been literally the backbone of like any talent recently, bringing them up, getting them places and stuff like that. And it's actually a really good thing that he was doing this much for like last 3 or 4 years, last 2 years, I would say 2 to 3 years, but whenever since he got free from the ban, and it was actually a really good thing to see him over there. But like now he just led the whole team Chaos, and Chaos is kind of like I wouldn't say it was a good perspective all they were. Right now I wouldn't say Chaos is in a decent term with everything whatever is happening, but whatever. Steel left and he moved to Valorant, and guess with who? He is also signed to 100 Thieves, and he's also a well-known player for 100 Thieves. But right now let's get deep down into the topic which I was holding back for a long time, which is coaching bug situation. So the whole coaching bug situation happened recently, and due to which it was literally a recurrent bug in which a coach could literally see the position of all the players in the map and tell them and retrieve them and tell them and reveal them to the other teams and his teammates, and let them help them throughout the whole situation into the games. The really, really big names from Hunden to Dead, from the Heroic, from MIBR, and so many really, really big names which were involved in the whole situation have been fined, have been pushed down, have been removed from the teams and everything, literally from nothing to everything. And the whole situation is kind of in a pissing war between all the different orgs and whatever the ESL's rules and things have been happening. And honestly, if you think about my perspective, the whole coaching situation was a really, really mismanagement from the ESL's perspective, because even Peter, who who came out clean and saying that he also used that bug and try to talk to ESL and DreamHack and all the other organizers about the whole situation. Even Counter-Strike, even Warpov, he went through them and he's like write letters and everything to them, but they didn't listen to him and they didn't even do anything against such a thing. And I pretty much think it was kind of ESL's fault, but still, according to the rulebook, if there's a bug and if it still uses it, even if they're telling them, it's still considered as a foul, and it's considered as wrongdoing, and you will still be getting punished, for whatever the reasons. But yeah, and we always should thank Michael Slowinski, who's a ESL referee and an ESL coach. He's been really doing his hard work from like last 6 months and into the whole situation, and like getting up through like at least 1,000 to 2,000 matches. Like that takes a lot of fucking time, and it's really a big deal and a really good thing. Like this guys, when you are blessed with people like this, with like such a hardworking perspective and hardworking situation. So this is pretty much the end of the first episode. I hope you like this one. Please drop a like, and hopefully we'll continue the series. Probably next day or two I will be releasing the league system, which is happening in the leagues, recent the League of Legends scene, and maybe in future I will be going to the Asian CS, Asian Counter-Strike, or Asian esports in general. So hope you like this video and drop a like, and thank you. See you later. Bye.